Hey friends, happy Independence Day. Have we ever truly been independent? That's a question for another day, but you are allowed to think independently. You're allowed to follow Q drops. You're allowed to appreciate President Trump's accomplishments. You're even allowed to believe in the future of our nation. But don't be surprised if you're hated for it. It's easy to hate. It's especially easy to hate the repugnant and morally bankrupt Marxist left. Evidently, it's easy to hate QAnon and Donald Trump too. More on that in a moment. But back to the derangement of the hardcore extremist left. DNC Chair Tom Perez has declared socialist Ocasio-Cortez is the future of the Democratic Party. This from Zero Hedge. Democratic socialist Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, the 28-year-old political neophyte who unseated the fourth most powerful Democrat in Congress last month in an upset primary win, is the DNC's new rising star. Ocasio-Cortez is a dues-paying member of the Democratic Socialists of America, whose leadership has been openly calling for communism, which says the U.S. should abolish the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency, or ICE, while also claiming that illegal aliens deserve a rite of passage into the United States. These people want no borders, friends, and no borders means no country, something President Trump obviously opposes. But Trump is a Zionist and a puppet of the Jews, critics scream, and anyone who doesn't know it is a hopeless idiot, or worse, a Zionist shill. The New World Order plan of the Zionists is to erase all Western nation borders and flood these countries with immigrants. No borders, no country. Soros playbook. Hillary Clinton would have gladly obliged, but Trump got in.
We have no country if we have no border. Hillary wants to give amnesty. She wants to have open borders.
And he's been a fly in the ointment ever since. Enforce the borders, crack down on illegal immigration, expose and eradicate human trafficking, dismantle Hillary's 7th floor State Department shadow government, put America first.
In 2018 so far alone, 5,987 people have been arrested through the Trump administration on human trafficking related to pedophile networking.
Apparently the quantifiably good things this president has done do not matter. Is he better than Hillary?
We came, we saw, he died.
Sure, critics will concede, but he's still a Zionist puppet under Jewish control. And if you won't scream it from the rooftops, you're a shill. This spring, Georgetown University professor Michael Hudson said that Trump is the most Zionist and least understanding president when it comes to the Palestinian cause. Hudson also said Trump would get the worst grade out of any U.S. president for handling it. And Hudson wrote, Trump sparked an international outcry last December when he unilaterally recognized Jerusalem as Israel's capital and vowed to relocate Washington's embassy to the city. And friends, this is a problem. The Greater Israel Project seems hell-bent on only one thing, expanding Israel's territories. Don't like it? Suck on some white phosphorus. It seems the Israelis won't think twice about committing war crimes or atrocities against any non-Jew population that opposes them. Humanity's collective outrage against these inhumane behaviors has been best articulated by activists like Ken O'Keefe and Dr. Cynthia McKinney, two people whose work I've featured time and time again at SGTreport.com, thephaser.com, and thelibertymill.com. Yet still, I hold out hope. I want to see our nation's borders and our laws enforced. I want to see pedophiles exposed and arrested. I want to see manufacturing returned to the United States. I want a president that will put America first. Make America great again? Try make Israel greater. He's a puppet, don't you see? The critics say. If the global elite wanted Hillary in the Oval Office, she'd be there right now. Everything is going along as planned. And this QAnon garbage? Just moronic hopium cooked up by the same deep state apparatus that controls your dear president, they say. And this growing chorus of anti-Trump, anti-Q sentiment isn't just coming from people I've never heard of, it's also coming from folks whose intellect I respect, some of whom I've even interviewed. Disavow Q and all things Q, for it is a fait accompli. Game over. Q is a LARP and nothing good is happening.
Abandon all hope, ye who enter here.
3,000 plus resignations? Prove it. 40,000 sealed indictments? You did the math wrong. Massive pedophile arrests? Just low-level patsies, you dupe. including this guy, Joel Davis, a pedophile who had worked on the Hillary Clinton campaign and was the chairman of, get this, the International Campaign to Stop Rape and Gender Violence in Conflict. Davis was arrested last Tuesday in New York on child sex abuse and child pornography charges. He was sending sexually explicit videos of the anal rape of young children, toddlers, and babies, including a 9-month-old boy, according to the criminal complaint. And he was also trying to arrange to rape multiple children as young as 2. Here's Davis wearing a Mickey Mouse rainbow lapel pin. These people think it's a joke. The media would have you believe it's the exception to the rule. The sad truth is that among Democrats like John and Tony Podesta and their ilk, pedophilia seems to be the rule. But never mind all of that. The NXIVM arrests of Keith Raniere and Allison Mack, unimportant. The arrest of Joel Davis, nothing to see here. Nothing has changed under Trump, and nothing ever will, our critics say. Q says trust the plan. Hilarious. What plan? They ask. The only plan, they say, is the Zionist plot to rule the world, and Donald Trump is playing his part. Q being included on the list of Time's 25 most influential people on the internet is just part of the LARP. The Great Awakening? Just more hopium for defeated people who don't yet know it. The battle lines have been drawn.
This is not a crowd, this is a movement.
And now we are being asked, no told, to pick sides. There is no such thing as nuance. No reason to cite the good while decrying the bad things this president does. Just disavow him entirely. Disavow Q entirely. Admit that no one is coming to save our nation. It was sold out and corporatized long ago. Admit defeat.
Let me just tell you, we're going to do something that's going to be so amazing. I'm going to fight harder than anybody has ever fought for the American people.
Donald Trump is a Zionist controlled by the Jews, and he's just playing his part, they say. That's what it's come to, friends. That's the narrative, and if you resist it, you are a shill. And with that, I will bid you farewell. Our cup is empty, our critics say. What do you say, friends, about Q and QProofs.com, about President Trump and his close Zionist neocon ties? Is there a plan in which to trust, or have we all been duped? Is our cup half full, as I've been saying? I want to hear from you in the comments, but please be kind. Remember, on the other side of every comment is a real person who cares enough to be here. I want to thank you all for listening, and I would ask each and every one of you to remember, we are all part of this great human race, and the majority of you listening to this message right now are Americans. The question is, do we have a country? And will we have a country? Or will we be divided and conquered?
If you want a picture of the future, imagine a boot stamping on a human face forever. The moral to be drawn from this dangerous nightmare situation is a simple one. Don't let it happen. It depends on you.
God bless, and thanks for tuning in for Real News 24/7. Visit us at SGTreport.com.